Jim Wall is the coverage officer for the ABC's television news in Melbourne. His working day begins at 7 in the morning. As the coverage officer, or television chief of staff, Jim is responsible for organising the day's news gathering. A little later in the morning, reporters begin to arrive at work. Jeff Robertson, the business reporter, is one of a number of specialist roundsmen. His office is at the Melbourne Stock Exchange.
Oh, g'day, Jeff. What's doing?
I've just been talking to a contact of mine, a travel agent, who says there's a real boom on the cheap airfares.
TV-based car 6.
We have a job for you. It's at Tullamarine.
Alright, Jim.
The camera crew have arrived at the first location. The crew uses light, portable equipment which enables them to move quickly from one location to another.
Can you cue me in when you're ready?
Right.
Sound rolling. Roll one, slap one, take one.
Mr. Kiddo, does...
Just a sec, Jeff.
Right, take it again.
3 from there.
Jeff and the crew have moved to the Tullamarine airport. The crew has now set up to film Jeff speaking on camera. They have to deal with the problem of the very high noise levels at the airport, and so Jeff is filmed in a very tight close-up with the microphone as near to him as possible. The film research section provides visual material such as 35mm slides and stock library footage. Jeff's footage will be cut by a film editor working under the direction of one of the sub-editors. Jeff Robertson is writing the script for a voiceover which will begin his story. The film editor is still cutting the story to the required length. Jeff's voiceover is now ready to be recorded.
Machine room ready.
You're ready, Jeff?
Yes.
Here we go.
However, between
When the news story goes to air, this sound will be used over a slide. Superimposed on the slide will be a table of figures showing information about the number of passengers travelling on Qantas. Technical preparations are also being made for the broadcast. The telecine area is responsible for relaying to the studio slides, film and graphics, such as the table of figures.
Some of the growth is from people who relate holidays.
With minutes to go, the individual scripts are collated. The scripts carry introductions to the stories to be read by the newsreader and directions for the studio director. Now the action moves to the studio. The ABC's 7 o'clock news is about to go to air.
The rising cost of meat blamed for the biggest CPI food component increase in 6 months, and a special report on the travel boom following the new international airfares. Good evening, Jeff Raymond in Melbourne.